hydrated body.
No, this is fresh rainwater. That's what this is. It's not a stream at all. There's enough here I can get rehydrated again. Perfect. All right, well, that's enough climbing for one day. I'm gonna make that my destination, see what's up there. There's water here. If there's food up there, I might have a spot.
All I really want to do is get to higher elevations, where hopefully there will be a change of ecosystem, and I might find more plants, trees, and fruit that are edible.
Ow! I can't get a footing anywhere on this. It's all slippery. Plan B. That wasn't plan B. Those are called flamma ants, fire ants. And I just climbed up over top of their nest, so hopefully nothing's hitched a ride on me. And two hands are not. This is not, all of this is either very slippery rock or it's just compacted mud and it just falls away. I'm saying this route is a no-go. Between the fire ants and the steepness and the slipperiness and this pack on my back. I'll try the other. There's a little ravine over there. I can't talk anymore. I'll look up it, go up it a little bit, and if not, I'm gonna have to head back. That's a long walk back. Well, I didn't quite find what I was looking for. A long way to come to not find what you're looking for. This is reward enough.
Climbing has yielded me nothing advantageous, just more of the same jungle. If you look at this area from a plane or a map, you'd think you could just walk out and down to the coast. But that viewpoint means nothing when you're on the ground.
I'm going to show something here that might seem a little benign, but in the world of woodsmanship and survival, it's a skill that I value highly, and that's the ability to sharpen a blade. Dull blades cause more accidents than anything out in the wilderness. You want your blade to always be super sharp. That way, the effort to cut anything is easy and not forced. Now, what's happening here is I'm only going against the blade. You can see that you don't do this. Never do that when you're sharpening. So it's always in one direction. That's one thing. Same angle, keep going. What should end up happening is on the underside, I should almost get like a burr, an edge burr, because I'm not sharpening that side at all. I'm just sharpening on one side, so it's like the metal will curl over and give me a burr. Now, at this point, I'll go too far and I'll create a burr on the other side. I actually like to do that. I like to go too far and create the other burr and get myself a really beautiful edge, an edge that you can shave with. Now, you gently can feel with your skin, or what I like to do a lot of times is drop it and see if it catches my fingernail. If the sharpness of it, just like that, like the weight of the machete is right now on my fingernail and catching. And I like that because that means that it's good and sharp. And that's important. Because I've got to get some food. And it's right up there.
Going back and forth until the burr becomes a fine edge is the magic of sharpening, and a sharp edge means easier survival.
Right there. Palm hearts. The great thing about these palm hearts is they're plentiful. There's all kinds of them around. Sugars, starches, tender and juicy. This is gonna help me get through the day now. I'm starting to feel a bit weak, but this will pick me right up. There's another 4 or 5 there. And I'm gonna turn the cameras off and have lunch.
A day of climbing through this thick jungle has yielded me only a few palm hearts to eat, so I'll keep moving in the hopes of finding more fruitful areas.
I've been traveling a long ways, and I don't want to make the same mistake I made yesterday. I gotta start getting ready, because I'm sure the night rains will be soon. That's what a good sharp machete does. Okay. Now, I found a way to make this a little more substantial. Lots of material in the jungle. All right.
It has to be realized that building shelters takes a lot of time. There's no point to them unless they're really needed. It's a tough decision, but survival is always choice after choice. I just have to make the right ones, or risk making things worse by my own inactivity.
Sweating up a storm here, and all I've had is puddle water today. It's a bit of a dehydrated day, for sure. At least this way, if the night rains do happen, much better set up now. And one of the reasons for breaking up all this earth, too, and putting it that I'm not on a bunch of leaves is if there are any flama ants or millipedes or tok-tok ants crawling along, just a little easier to see them in the dark.
If the jungle is intimidating during the day, it comes alive at night, like some crawling, slithering, dark prison, and only the morning light brings escape.
Like that? What the heck? I hate sleeping on the ground when I know there's big, nasty ants that crawl around at night. Ah. Here we go. Right on cue. Middle of the night, and here comes the rain. Has its benefits. Oh. It comes in really strong waves. There's a big swath that just came pouring through, and now it stops. It'll drip for a while, and it'll probably come up again. It's boring. Have I ever said something along the lines of, it's going to be a long night? Because it's going to be a long night again. Sitting in the mud, hoping that nothing's crawling on my back. Oh, that's good. I needed that. Been dehydrated all day.
And herein lies the yin and yang of survival. The rain can soak me through and cause fungus to develop, yet it rehydrates me. It can chill me down to the point of shivering even in this hot jungle, yet it can keep the flying bugs and mosquitoes away. Survival at best is an emotional and psychological roller coaster.
There's not a rock in the jungle that isn't slippery. And I'm going straight down.
There are only two directions in the jungle, up or down.
I hear water running. Seawater running. All right. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Sulfur water. It's hot. Probably upstream there's a big pool I could even get in. I can bathe in it. It's quite warm, actually, and quite undrinkable. I still have to find an alternate source of water. Although with all the rain at night, that's keeping me hydrated for now. Doing reconnaissance missions like this are really important. As I call them, checking out your zones of assessment. This is my zone of assessment number 3. Walking fairly far to see what I've got. Just have to be really, really careful that I don't blow too many calories going for a reward of very small calories. Sometimes it pays off, though. Well, I do know where I can have a bath now. All right, I see the clearing up here. That's where I'm headed. Of course, I went after a clearing yesterday, got to the very top and found nothing. Let's hope my fortunes are different this time. Oh yeah, it opens up all right. It's got to be an old jungle farm. Ooh, I see a coconut tree. That's where I'm first headed, right there. It doesn't look promising, but maybe there's something on the ground. Whoa! I hacked into this coconut just because I figured, oh, it's rotted. It's not going to be any good. I see what I can eat right in there. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Oh. Boy, I needed that. There's 4 or 5 more around here. I hack into them all, eat them all. Oh, boy, that's sustenance.
Tiny and old jungle farms exist throughout the island. They're often and mostly abandoned, but they remain productive with all kinds of fruit trees and plants, from mango and bananas to coconuts and pineapples. In fact, if you were on the run, they'd make a great place to hide out.
This is a mango tree, and up there are mangoes, but they're way up there. And these ones on the ground that have fallen down are just too rotted to eat. So I've got to find a way to knock down some of those ones that are way up there. I can't reach them, and I can see my way. And it's called bamboo.
Eating the coconut has given me a much-needed energy boost.
Come on. Ah! Yeah, 2. Check this out. Fresh mango. Right from the tree. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is a good day. You hear about sometimes people go off and they live out in the wilderness or in the jungles, and they actually will slip into local areas to steal food and get right back to the jungle again. It's kind of what I feel like I'm doing right now. All right, I'm gonna collect a couple of these to take with me and look a little further and see what else I can find in this jungle reclaimed farm.
Though the rainwater I'd collected is refreshing, I always prefer to seek out good water out of the ground for its taste and mineral content.
There we go. Spring. That's not sulfur water. That's good fresh water. Actually, it tastes like mineral water. I think that hummingbird wanted to come and get a drink, and I'm in his way. This is shaping up to be one heck of a day of good survival.
This jungle area brings about familiarity and makes all the difference for survival. Evidence, no matter how old, of human activity, cut trees, clearings, all help to make me feel more confident and sure of what I need to do. Now is when my decision to stay put becomes the priority over constantly moving and seeking out more advantageous areas.
Now we're talking my speed of fruit.
These look like limes, but they're actually just green lemons.
Oh, that's good. And this tree, it's a bit of a distance from my camp. In fact, it's quite a distance, but I know where it is, and I can gather a bunch of them, take them back to camp and enjoy. Oh, it's a good thing I like sour. Don't do that at home.
Mangoes, lemons, coconuts, fresh water. With so many advantages, things are beginning to look up.
Well, it's raining. Again.